Hello, this is Grandma's Gone Gaming. I am bringing you episode 11 of my Wild West series. As you can see, I'm in a new place. This is out where the second cabin was, which you saw. And it is a lot different. Okay, so right now we have all of the things up here. We have the bed here, which was the one I was carrying around extra. And now I have the purple bed in here from the town. So yeah, I have cobble, deep slate, cobble, and tough in there, and mob drops and brewing stuff and all that kind of stuff in there, and weapons and tools that need to be repaired mostly, but I can also do more. I did make a bow, and I only had 7 arrows, and I shot them all. So now I have gained some more arrows, and I don't yet have any feathers, because I've been leaving the animals alone, which I'll show you in a few minutes. The essentials are here, and I have recently gotten much more of that. Gold, because I found a whole bunch of, just under here, down here, right down underneath here, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I found more iron. I also bought some more iron in town, but I found more iron down there and more gold. And this is just extra sticks. You don't need any extra lights in here. And I bought more coal over and then found more down here too. So it's like as soon as I bought some, I found more stuff. Okay, over here we just have dirt. At one time I had this so much dirt in here that's why I just put it separately. And plus I was going in and out this door, so it was a good place to put it there. But what I did with that, you'll see out here as I go around, I filled out the corners. So, and I got the dirt from down underneath. Sand, building through, taking out sand and building through sand. And then in order to not fill this up all the way, I made sandstone out of those, which I don't know if I'll ever use, but we'll see. The only thing I have for enchanting, if I ever find any lava down there big enough, I'll probably at least make it an enchantment table. But you got to find it big enough. So far I've found like 1 block of lava. If I took an extra bucket, I could probably make that work. But yeah, and that's the railroad stuff that I found mostly back at the beginning over there by the railroad ties. However, this was also some from the lost gold mine, which is not actually the lost mine shaft, evidently. So I don't know about that, whether he just made a mistake in making the 2 parts of the challenges, because it's on the first part of the challenge that he says, find the lost gold mine. Then on the second one, it says, find the lost mine shaft. Now, he also said on that one, make a jukebox, which there's already a jukebox in town, but I've already made the jukebox too, just because it's on there. So I don't know if there's actually a lost mine shaft itself, one that was made in the process of him making the map. I would imagine it wouldn't be one that he himself made. It probably turned up in the map. As I'm seeing, there are a lot of things that, although he painted over and made the big desert, there are sometimes other biomes that are showing up, if not above, then below. So that's really interesting. All right, so we have the house here, and that's the way out. And now I made, as I mentioned, all the way out to the corners, instead of all of the jaggedy edges. I mined up sand and mined up dirt and fixed it all the way out to the corners, and made it exactly the right to have, a 5 thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 spaces between each torch, so the land is, you could probably make it further out than that and still be okay, but because with today's, zero light thing, but I just didn't want to take any chances, and that's just the way I do it. All right, now all of those animals that were here when we came in first are down in here now. The easiest way to capture them is to just get them underground, at least temporarily. And I may just leave these this way. We're supposed to make a stable, so that would be probably considered stable. Actually it's more like the barn. So what I've been thinking is I think I might just make the barn over the top and then create stables in it for the animals. I think that's probably the way I'm going to go. But I have to get started breeding these things before that. I have 4 sheep. I think there were 5 to begin with, but I lost one out there to the desert before I could get them in here, because it was still being, I was having to watch carefully to put my bed down and all that kind of stuff. Oh, and as you can see over here, for quite a while there, I was having intermittent pillager visitations. Of course, there's no outpost anywhere. And I hope that they shouldn't have been able to find a way into the town over there, because they can beat down doors. But they just kept trooping by here, and then I'd get rid of a couple of them, and they'd come back, and one of them almost killed me, and then didn't. And then I took out one of the leaders, and so I thought, well, I'm going to put that banner up there at my house. If they ever come again, they're going to see that banner, right? And no, this is a place not to visit. Yeah, sure. So now we have 2 donkeys over here, and both of them have backpacks here. And I did find the 4 wolves, and I tamed them. And I think those are some of the original 4. There were actually 5 there, and I tamed all of them. I had 17 bones, and it actually, on the last one, was one of them the last one got tamed. I have this out here because I was working outside, and it fit right into there. I know it's kind of dangerous, but it's one of those safe ones, it doesn't hurt you. So, I just wanted to get something that was maybe a little bit Western in look with the pillars and all that. And then I kind of did some inlay work up here, and I had a lot of cobblestone and not as much spruce at the time. Now since then I have gone back to the town and got more saplings. Let me show you what kind of saplings we have now in the gardening. Well, I forgot to show you that down here. Food, not a whole lot of food, but that's okay. I'm still working. This is like the first bread that I got, and I haven't eaten anything else but that bread. So I haven't, died or gotten taken down in health very much at all. I've eaten maybe what, a dozen pieces of the bread, I think. Really, not much at all. I have eggs here, which I will be making into pumpkin pie when I can plant the pumpkins that I have. And those, I did buy pumpkin seeds and melon seeds in town. And there's one of my wheat seeds that I can get more of because there's grassy places around, and I can also go into town and get more. I've been collecting, as you can see, cacti out here. I had it completely surrounded at one time, and then when it started to be where I needed to go out of this little conclave, then I put the corner gates in there. See, right there, in all the corners, and 2 corners, each of 2 corners, there are 2 that are the same and then 2 that are slightly different because of the way it works out. If I had one more set of 5 out there, then I would have been able to make all the gate sections the same. But you have to just make it so that you can't, of course, put the fence posts up next to the cacti. You have to put them so that they can't get between it. They'll die if they try. So die and try, or try and die. There you go. All right, so yeah, in the garden thing, then I have bone meal now. I'm not keeping extra bones now, but that I just slung that in there because I can. I don't think I have any up here in the mob drops. Nope, I don't, but I do have string and some leather, and I actually I had to. I think at the end of the last episode I showed you there was the trader, and I finally thought, you know what? He's just obnoxious, and I put the llamas down into a hole like that, and I killed them, and I got the leather, and I got a lead from each of them, so that's 2 extra leads, and then I killed the silly trader. I mean, I really can't stand his noise, and there's no good unless you have an emerald for him in the first place. He's a greedy trader. I don't like him. I think that's one of the worst things they've done in the game. So anyway, yeah, so I got rid of him. And yeah, and then here we have the little tiny bit of redstone stuff. Oh, and that was left over after I did the mining in the hills that you saw. So there we go. We are at a point where I need to do some other things. I still need to build the red barn and a stable, and I'd have to make 3 20 by 20 wheat farms. And I've been thinking that 20 by 20, that just means 400 blocks. I'm not going to stick to the 20 by 20 in one patch. That takes up a lot of time and a lot of effort, and I can do a different one that has that many blocks in it, but it will be a little different than what you might be expecting. I will use all the blocks, and I've got to breed these things, and I need more leather. Well, actually, I don't. Here, I could actually get more leather in town, so I don't really need that. But I will breed them for food, probably. And these guys are going to make me my red wool, so I need to get busy on that. And right now, we'll go take a look at where's the sun? We're okay. I will get on one of my donkeys, and we will go take a look outside here and see how the town is, because I've made a few changes there, too. And that is, yeah, this way. I still need to make a road. Haven't done that yet. Okay, up here. I haven't actually brought them out. It's like, how do I approach this thing? This way I can go either way. I've been over there a lot to get stuff from the first cabin and make sure I had enough dirt and all that kind of stuff. But the town is over here. Now, I've been thinking also about how to... I have to make 2 more houses in town there. And then I'm supposed to make another little house, I think it is. Expand the town with 3 more Western-style buildings. Then, yeah, make my own... I made my own house. That's checked off. And then I will, I think, use a boat to get 2 of the villagers from here. And see if I can get them to breed. And that means... feeding them, I think, and trading with them, and then they'll have their own well and all that kind of stuff. As you can see, this thing, we're not far enough away there that the town goes dead. It stays going even when we're not here. The golems have been added. Look at this. That's 1, 2, 3 of them out here, and I think maybe there might be another one around here. I was just over here just the day before in the game. Oh, come on. I know you don't like going too fast. You're a donkey. See, now we have this one in here. We're going to go say hi to him. He can go out there, too, by the way, just like anything else can that's that wide and tall. So we have in here 1, 2, 3 there, 4, 5 there, and 6, 7, 8. We have 8 in here, which seems to be pretty static. Oh, there's 9 in here. They seem to like to have that many golems around to keep them safe. It's probably because it's so long. Anyway, they really do a good job. So we're going to park this man here. This guy. Well, that's not what I meant to do. All right, let me get this in my hand. Okay? I put him on here. I didn't one time. And I think maybe... that was when I was last in here, but yeah, and then I couldn't find him. He was really wandering around. Okay, the little guys in here are doing really well. I think I showed you this part. I can't remember for sure. It's been a while, but yeah, they have their. He's been making all that compost. I didn't make that. At first, a long time back, when I saw them using it, I thought, well, that's just for play. No, they actually make you compost, and if you're not here to get it, of course, it just disappears. But yeah. Are you going to put fish in there and make compost? I would, but I don't think that's possible. Anyway, he doesn't have a place to fish. I should make him. I don't think they need a place to fish. Anyway, so a couple times I've had to come over here and do some repairs on this because they jump a little too far out of there. Watch him. If he gets off just a little far, then they end up. Now, I've been giving them seeds also, but right now I can't do that because I had just done that. Water's under there. I love those for that. That's really good. And since they're busy, we'll go out and do that. And they have their own bell in there so they can have their own little conclave every day. I don't think I really did anything else in here. Oh, I think I showed you last time that I shut the... Is it that time already? Guess it is, isn't it? Yep. Going to bed already. So he's still the only guy in here. I didn't really have another station, but he gets visitors during the day. They come in and talk to him during the day. So he's not lonely. He's just kind of a loner. So, all right, there we go. And across the street, we have this. I think I showed you this before also. I've been doing so much stuff. It's like hard to remember what's what. And they're sleeping peacefully. Nothing in their chest. I did. That's what I did. That's what I was going to show you. I kept thinking, I know I had 5 diamonds. What did I do with the other diamond? Oh, yeah, that's right. I did make the jukebox. And instead of putting it with the other one in the hotel, I put it over here, which this was originally made as if it were a saloon. So that's what this is. And, yeah, it works as far as I know. I don't have any discs to put in it, but hey, I added a furnace in here because I was working in here and doing stuff and getting supplies from them. So I have the furnace and that there, and they're kept away from the sides. And then we have this guy who is the toolsmith, and this guy over here who is the weaponsmith. I'm pretty sure this is the toolsmith. So if I wanted to waste all that coal, I could get an emerald. But that's a lot of coal for an emerald, especially since I found, I think, 3 emeralds down underneath the farm and came over here and traded them. So yeah, I can get better armor than what I have on, except I like that armor. I did. I actually got that from him. And then the chainmail one came from Jose over here. No, it came from the guy down at the library. That's right. Is this Jose? Jose? Who is this? This is Toby. Yeah, did get it from, not Jose. I don't remember what his name is, but anyway, the guy down at the end. I have slept as far as I know, so I should be safe out here. That's the only thing. But you know what? I one night was out here working and changing things, especially I wanted to get up and do that roof and everything. I knew it was going to be up high. But I started to get back here and get something from upstairs, and the phantoms came swooping down. It's like, oh man, how long ago since? Well, obviously it was more than 3 days. But these guys ganged up on those phantoms. It was fantastic. They killed them like in a hurry. I got one hit, I think, in on them with a sword, and I didn't die. So these guys are still in jail over here. They're doing their time. I might let them out. I feel sorry for them. You know, I can maybe let one out at a time or something. Maybe those are the two that I'll boat over to the farm and give them a good thing, you know, good working position. I put the the stone cutter I did back at my house, I put outside because I didn't have any room for it inside, but I thought I'm just going to put this one right here in the jail. So I did it really quickly with him over by me because I didn't want one of them keying to it. I didn't think they actually could because I think they have to get over and touch it, or at least be in front of it in order to key to it. But it did. It made him key when he came in. He's the sheriff, but he's also a mason. So yeah, and I usually try to trade him something as soon as I can. If I have clay, I can get clay over by me and get emeralds that way from him, because there's a lot of clay and several of the grassy vales out there. So there's just nothing out here. I was running out of blocks all told. I did change a few things and make this a really nice area instead of being... You couldn't even get under here because of that watering thing that was there. It wasn't necessary. So I got rid of that. In here... This is open because it's safe. Nothing, you know. So down here we have still the 2 extra beds. So, one of them is not being used because he did finally get in down at the... I finally got a cartographer. The guy that usually was sleeping here went down there. And I think I showed you that we have now both the butcher and Charlie down here. Let's go in here because it's safe to do that. I think that's the butcher. And I think it's Charlie that has the emerald on him like that. Yep, that's Charlie. So you can get a lot of stuff from him, including the cooked cod if you want. He's like a restaurateur. He runs the place here and gives you food that is easy to eat. Now I actually got to plant. I got the potato and the carrot from him. And you can get extra bread and an apple or two. I have a lot of apples because I've been planting the oak trees. So I think I'm going to make an apple grove. And I'll show you how to make that happen, but that won't be yet. I'm going to make lots more groves. I've been planting and replanting and planting and replanting trees to get everything done. We're over there at the farm. Now this guy is our butcher. And once I get going with the chicken, I can come over and trade him raw chicken. Haven't seen any rabbits. Maybe I have a couple here and there. And I can get emeralds that way then to get other trades done. So I like going in here when they're asleep because then they can't escape. Now I did make a couple changes upstairs also. Part of them I showed you before. Nobody's sleeping up here because now all the villagers are having a place to sleep without worrying about it. So this is actually hotel up here again, but it was all changed. I put in a checkerboard roof there, changed this area here because of the way I changed the walls outside. There may be somebody in here or not. Look at that. They've all gone out to different places now, and I have so many of them caged up. So the hotel is actually closer to what it was. I think I showed you those changes before. Yeah, it's still good, and we got the guy in there, and it is not as weird, and we don't have any golems that are now spawning up there on the roof because it is now unspawnable one way or the other. And up here, this guy, I think I showed you this too, possibly, maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. We have the leather worker here, actual leather worker. He is, yeah, if I give him leather, he'll give me emeralds. Now see, I can kill the cows for that and get emeralds from him too. So I have more than one way to do stuff here. And this guy here, this is Jose, and he still has dyes if I want them, because the only flower that I've been able to find around is red. So if I want to color anything any other color, I will have to get them from him. Now, I can make other flowers, though. The thing is, if you have bone meal, I've been waiting to do that until I got my land all done. I will probably make, and in fact I will make, around my jungle trees, because I have to make a garden. I will use some bone meal on the grass. and make an actual flower garden. And this guy, he's content, I guess. I mean, how can you tell? I could get white wool from him, and I have a lot of gold. So if I really didn't want to breed the sheep, I could, but I really can't see spending my gold on that one. I have four sheep penned in. I can leave that open. That's okay. Yeah. So this is where we're at. The town itself is done. Oh, wait, I didn't show you the upstairs up here yet. I forgot about this side. I think I showed you the ladder and the way it was, but I have emptied it out now. Maybe I did tell you this, because at one time I had what was that? That was a creeper, and I don't like the sound of it. Okay, over there. What? Oh, creeper got shot by 2 skeletons. Oh, I should go see if there's a disc in there. I'll have to stay here till morning to do that. I can do that. We'll sleep. Okay, so let's do it. Wow, I'm glad that wasn't right over here. Yeah, so I had left the bed here, and then I realized that I was going to use the other bed at the farm, and so I took this bed out and figured if I need to sleep here, guess what? I can. So there we go. And as soon as that clears out there, I will go take a look to see if there's a CD in there, or, a disc. So I'm doing this all the time because I keep seeing this now as being the door out, because it's the same way. You're supposed to go in and out that door. Yeah, so it's equilateral now, pretty much. And I can go out, and yeah, see, you woke the guys up. Look at all those golems. Okay, I want to go in here. We still have time to do that. We have up to 5 minutes. Nobody can get in here except for other, what do you call them, villagers. Okay, so yeah, now if I had some black wool, I could also trade him to get an emerald. So there's all sorts of ways I can get. Come on. More emeralds. Come on. Don't freeze up on me. There we go. Okay, and Bugsy, he's the one. In fact, let's just do that. Let's get I didn't bring any gold with me, so I should have done that. Every time I come to town, I can get more wheat seeds, but I can get them around there, over there, where I am, too. And, yeah, I know. Wait, if you just stand still, I would talk to you. All right, ready? There we go. Yeah, this is the Fletcher, which I usually don't make use of the Fletcher. It's easier just to get your own stuff and make your feathers yourself. I mean, your arrows yourself. Emeralds and gravel, that's how he starts, and then you end up getting some really nice deals with them, but that's who they are here. So yeah, that's done. And then over here, these guys, which I know I showed you before anyway, I still had the fence in the middle, I think, the last time I showed you, and I got the guy to come in here. It's all fixed now. We have the cartographer's table over there, and they're on the beds on the wrong side. Just a little change, I guess. Yeah, so paper, if I had paper, which I can get, because you can get it from one of the other traders, down at the end, on the total other end down there, where whoever it is down there. What did I just say? Toby. And yeah, emeralds then can get you 22 emeralds for a book. I don't think so, no. But it can get me an enchanted book, so that would be good. Come on, I want to talk to you. Yeah, and then again, the cartographer is here. So all these guys you've seen before, and they have fancy beds over here with the ends on them. And these I put in this way because it's a little shorter space, and then you can't put anything there. But that's my mine that goes down here. And there's still good stuff you can get from there too, but the other one's been really good. Great. All right, so I'm going to go out. It looks like it's clear out here. And see. Hopefully no more creepers. Let's see what's in that hole, if anything. I see stuff around it. Golem out here. Could have been the golem, but I think that they were, well, if it was the skeletons killing him, then there was no disc produced. It could have been just a match with all of the creeper and the golem, and I don't want the sand, but look at that. You could make a sauna out there, right? So I'll go ahead and get more of these, which is why I have a lot more arrows already. And these, and I would like to do some fishing. I can, and maybe feed some of these cats and get them set around. But yeah, we're good. That's too bad about not getting the disc. But I keep doing this, and out there around my house, there's a lot of them. Picking these up because these go to feed the dogs, which have been multiplied, as you saw. I no longer have 5. There's some more string. But I have, I think, 10 of them now. And I just keep feeding him and keeping him happy. And a couple of times I've released him on things. When I was working on getting the fence all in, the cactus fence, I did have to let a couple of the dogs trail around with me because it was getting a little bit dicey in there. I didn't have my lighting down and everything. So, yeah, that happened. All right. Good. Good. Yeah, so we've got a nice stack of 15 there. Now, this is where I plant trees if I'm over here and need the extra, but I probably won't use that anymore. In the meantime, it's just all lit up out there. And, yeah, the town is in good shape. And I'm really pleased with it. I'll have to be adding to it. I think what I may do, instead of making it longer, I might make it a little bit wider out at one of these ends, make a house, one over there maybe, or two out there behind those two. Because I have the farm in the middle there, and they don't have to be anything big. Nobody said they had to be big. Just two Western style additions. Where is he now? Over here. I went too far. Grab that. Make sure I have it, but not in that hand. Get on, and it still worked that way. Why? I had it there. I moved it. Maybe it just didn't go. We'll go to 5. Make sure. There we go. And once I get a stable made one way or the other, I'll probably take more of the horses over there and spread them out here a little bit more. Here we go. Still want to make a road from here to there, there to here. And just make sure that it's a little easier to get back and forth. Oh, here we go, that way. You can tell by the fence. And go right in that corner. Oh, I know. You don't like to run. He's not actually running. I'm just going forward. I'm not making him run. He can go a little faster than that, but he doesn't really like to. And he's not carrying an extra load. I didn't put anything into his backpack, so saddlebags. There we go. And we'll put him back over here for now. Hey, and you still stayed there. Wow, nice. I didn't know that would happen. Well, he's not going anywhere. You're supposed to be on there also. That was probably because I just let it go. That's right, I forgot that. Yeah, when you break it, then they all come loose. Pretty sure. Yep. That was it, and I didn't even think about it. But like I said, where's he going to go? He's not going to get hurt in here. And they're back to grazing. Yeah, how many dogs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have 8 now. I was thinking 10, but it's only 8. And I will breed them some more now that I have some more rotten flesh for them to eat. And probably put some in the corners. Now, the reason I'm saying that I have a cactus trap for monsters done is because effectively that's what this is. You don't have to do anything fancy. All you have to do is have that, because when they run into these things, they try to get through there, they die. And that's the point of making a cactus trap. I don't want to keep anything except the drops, and the drops happen very quickly. And so in the mornings, when I remember to do it, I just come out here and do this. Just take a walk all the way around. And I don't walk, I run. But once in a while, I'll have to stop and go in and make a little quickly, a dip into there. But that's how I've gotten a lot of the stuff. So yeah, you could just, this is the one you have to make differently, because I could have just made it inward like that. You can't make it straight across like that, because of the gap. Even though that's just a gap of 1, they could get through there. So you have to make it one way or the other, and I just made it so that there's one there and one there. So if they were to somehow squeeze through there, they would get caught, because by that time they would be all dead, or halfway dead. So anything trying to get through there just dies. They can't back up any good. Have you ever tried to take a horse off of one of them? It's really tough to get him to back up and get away from the cactus. So yeah, that is my cactus trap right there, all the way around. And I could change the fence and make it, spend more time putting up a regular fence, but I don't think I will. It's effective. And they are growing up to the height of 3. They've all now, I put them in just single ones. And, they're not. Yeah, they're all up to 3 now, right there. If I wanted to, I could put more cactus on top of them. I think that would work. Let me check that. I'm pretty sure it does. Let me grab one of these, if I can get it. There we go. And do a little jumping job here. Or actually, let's just be safe and put this here. Well, I need more than that, right? Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, duh. I need to put another one on there. There we go. All right. There. Yep, you can make it as tall as you want. So I could do that, go around and take the time to do that if I wanted to. This one suffices, and it will grow up to 3. When you're down here, nothing can shoot at you. They can shoot at you from out there if they see you through here, but they can't make their arrows go through there because you'd have to be like right in there for them to even be able to hit you with something. We're just about at the right time, I think. I may have gone over a little bit. I'm not sure. Might be a little longer than usual. But anyway, there we go. And I'll be doing a bunch more stuff in here and coming back when I have more to show you. And I'm by the way, at day 88 right now. So you, just in case you are interested, you can see that I have not been building in creative. Because it's taking me this long. I don't know what day it was. I think it was on 17 or 18 at the last episode. And it's been a long time to do this. Not my day-wise, but day-wise on here. And I have not been sleeping every night because I don't have to. So, all right. I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.